Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are from financial team. We present to all the board of directors here on the financial performance, on the latest financial performance of two companies which are Borneo Corporation Berhad and Padini Holdings PhD. Hence, to evaluate the firm's financial performance, the cross-section analysis has been made by comparing the financial ratios of the both companies, and several factors has been determined that caused the trend of the firm's financial performance for that year.
The West Outfit, and the company was founded by Mr. Chang Sang-se in 1974, who is a businessman that produced leatherswear outfit. Okay, today Borneo company that is in Kuala Lumpur operate about 788 outlet sales and 188 boutique standalone, and it's globally. It have in countries like Southeast Asia and Middle East. Borneo product has been done worldwide, and now they have added more brands under their group and have been collaborated with prominent brands like Brown Buffalo. And furthermore, it is also one of the company that distribute well-known brands like Valentino Rossi, the Savile Row Company, and many more.
So now let me explain a little bit of Padini's company background. So basically in 1971, Padini started as a small ladies clothing and wholesaling business supplying to stores in Malaysia, and shortly after that the brand Padini was created and then moved into retail industry, and Padini have becoming one of the country's well-known fashion companies with two multi-brand labels carrying their own brands, which is Brands Outlet and Padini Concept Store. So basically, Padini Concept Stores carries 8 brands with them, which are Padini, Seed, Padini Authentic, PDI, PDI&Co, Mickey, Vinci, and Vinci Accessories. So basically, they have 10 brands with them. And now there are over 140 Padini stores in total in Malaysia and multiple markets across the world.
Companies is Borneo Corporation Berhad and Padini Holdings Berhad. We measure it by using financial ratios, which consists of profitability ratio, liquidity ratio, leverage ratio, and lastly efficiency ratio. Financial ratio, which is profitability ratio. This ratio also is a set of ratio that can be used to assess firm's ability to generate earnings. A higher value of profitability ratio of a company compared to another company may be indicative that the firm is performing well. So, for the first profitability ratio is the gross profit margin. This ratio measures on how much is the firm earning from its revenue after deducting the cost of goods sold. So, based on this ratio table, Borneo Corporation Berhad is able to earn 60.79% from its revenue. In contrast, Padini Holdings PhD is able to earn about 40.95% from its revenue. So, in overall, Borneo Corporation Berhad is able to earn more gross profits compared to Padini Holdings PhD. Okay, so next, the second profitability ratio is operating profit margin. This ratio measures on how much a firm earns from its revenue less their operating expenses. So based on this ratio table, for Borneo Corporation Berhad, the company was able to earn 8 cents from its revenue less their operating expenses. In contrast, Padini Holdings PhD was able to earn 14 cents, which is more than Borneo Corporation Berhad from its revenue less their operating expenses. So in overall, we can see that Padini Holdings PhD is a better company in covering up their operating expenses. Okay, so the last profitability ratio is net profit margin. This net profit margin can be seen either before corporation tax or after corporation tax. This ratio measures on how much a firm's revenue is left after deducting their operating expenses and interest. So, based on this ratio table, Padini Holdings PhD is a better company in their net profit margin. the net profit margin for before and after tax for Padini Holdings BHD is 14.28% and 10.61% respectively. However, for Bonia Corporation Berhad, the net profit margin for before tax and after tax is 6.79% and 4.32% respectively. The higher the net profit margin, the higher the revenue is left after deducting their operating expenses and interest. So we can see here that Padini Holdings BHD is a better firm than Bonia Corporation Berhad.
At the liquidity of both firms. So basically, the more liquid the firm is, the better the firm is, as the firm has more adequate cash flow or liquid asset that may be sufficient to meet the short-term liabilities of the firm. So basically, there are 5 main ratios that measure liquidities of the firm, which are current ratio, asset test ratio. Next one is stock turnover ratio. The fourth one is account receivable turnover ratio, and the last one is account payable turnover ratio. Okay, so the first one is current ratio. Current ratio measures the firm's current asset with the firm's current liabilities. So basically, from the table, we can see that both firms were able to meet their liabilities obligation. For Bonia Company, it has 2.2 times more of current asset to cover the liabilities. And for Padini Holdings BHD, it has 2.3 times of the current asset to pay its current liabilities. So basically, Padini Holdings is slightly better than Bonia Corporation Berhad, as it has slightly more current asset than current liabilities. Asset test ratio, or usually we call quick ratio. So in asset test ratio, we are interested in comparing the firm's current asset less inventory or stock with the current liabilities. So, ignoring inventories, Bonia Corporation Berhad has 1.90 times of its current asset with liabilities, and for Padini Holdings BHD, it has 1.88 times of current asset less inventory with current liabilities. So you can see that both firm has current ratio which is exceeded 1, which means that the current asset are not highly dependent on the inventory, and the firms have the ability to pay the current liabilities anytime that the firm want. In this case, Bonia Corporation Berhad is slightly better than Padini Holdings in paying its current liabilities using its quick asset. So, the third ratio that measures the liquidity of the firm is stock turnover ratio. Here I combine stock turnover ratio and stock turnover days. Stock turnover ratio is measured by how many times the firm's stock are being replaced and being sold during the year. So in 2018, Bonia Corporation Berhad took 2 to 2.7 days to sold its stocks, and it takes 1.64 times for the stock to be replaced. And for Padini Holdings BHD, it took 94.64 days to sold its stock of goods, and it takes about 3.86 times for the stock to be replaced. Here, a high ratio implies strong sales, while a lower turnover ratio implies weak sales, or in other words, it may indicate a problem with the goods being offered for sale or be a result of a too little marketing. In here, Padini Holdings BHD is better than Bonia Corporation Berhad, as the firm has the inventory that is fast moving. So next, account receivable turnover ratio. So account receivable turnover ratio measures how long the firm takes to collect its receivable or money owed by the clients. So Bonia Corporation Berhad took 68.68 days to collect its receivable, hence requiring it to collect the receivable 5.29 times in year 2018, while Padini Holdings PhD took 12.12 days only to collect its receivable, hence requiring it to collect the receivable 30.12 times during year 2018. So, a high receivable turnover ratio indicates that the company's collection of account receivable is efficient and that company has a large number of customers that pay their debts quickly. Hence, Padini Holdings PhD is better in collecting its receivable than Bonia Corporation Berhad. So, the last ratio that measures the liquidity of the firm is account payable turnover ratio. So, account payable turnover ratio measures how many days the firm takes to pay its creditors. So, in 2018, Bonia Corporation Berhad takes 131.28 days to pay its creditors, and it needs about 2.78 times to pay its creditors in 2018, while Padini Holdings PhD took 79.93 days to pay its creditors, hence it needs about 4.57 times to pay its creditors. So it is much better for the company to have a higher account payable turnover ratio, as high account payable turnover ratio indicates that the firm is efficient in paying its suppliers. Hence, there is possibly no trust issues problem arise between the company and the creditors. So in this case, Padini Holdings Berhad is better rather than Bonia Corporation Berhad in paying its account payable.
Okay, next, let me proceed to the leverage. So, before we move to the comparison of the ratio, let's briefly explain what is leverage ratio. The leverage ratio measures the overall debt load of a company and compare it with the assets or equity. And the sub ratio of this leverage ratio is debt ratio and interest cover ratio. First, let me move to the debt ratio. Debt ratio determines the ratio of liabilities and the assets of firms. The measure of debt ratio demonstrates how risky it would be for a provider of debt finance. And the higher of the ratio, the greater of the assets are being used to finance the debt. And it is not good for a firm to have a high debt ratio. So here we can see that the ratio of Bonia Corporation Berhad is 0.38 and the ratio for Padini Holdings Berhad is 0.29. Here we can see that both of company has the ratio which is less than 1, which means both of company has more assets than their liabilities. But we know that the ratio of Padini Holdings Berhad is less than Bonia Corporation Berhad's ratio, which is Padini Holdings Berhad is better, where their company is good enough to manage their debts. The next ratio is interest cover ratio. This measures a company ability to make interest payment on its debt in a timely manner. Investors and creditors use this to understand the profitability and the risk of a company. In general, the lower the ratio, the interest cover ratio, the more the firm is burdened by debt expense. So from this, Bonia Corporation Berhad and Padini Holdings PhD, the interest cover ratio is 6.29 times and 90.78 times. Both company is greater than 1, shows that both are
Okay, for the last part, we will see efficiency ratio, that an indicator measure the extent which firm are able to earn sufficient earning and return to its investor. There are 4 sub-ratio, that is earning per share, return on asset, return on capital employed, and the last one is return on equity. We will see on earning per share. Earning per share is the most important component in measuring how profitable a company is on the shareholder basis. Okay, at about 9.46 cent, which is higher than Padini have, that is 2.46 cents. Okay, now let's move on to return on capital employed. Okay, return on capital employed is used to measure how profitable and how efficient the team management of the company to use the capital provided by the investor. Okay. If the company have a lower return on capital employed, it means the management team is less productive and inadequately building the shareholder value. Okay. After we analyze, shown that Bonia Corporation Berhad have about 6.61% use of the capital employed, and Padini Holding have 36.64%, which is we can see that Padini Holding able to use capitals employed wisely. Okay, now let's move on to return on asset. Okay, return on asset is a ratio that an alternative way that we can use to measure the profitability of the company. Okay, and it shows this ratio shows that the percentage of profit that the company earn in relative to its overall resources. And the key point of this ratio is the higher number of ratio, the more favorable the return to the company. And based on the table, we can see that Padini Holding Berhad 0.28%, and then we can see that return on asset for Bonia Corporation Berhad is 3.42%. Okay, then we can conclude that Padini Holding is much better because it can manage its operation efficiently more than Bonia Corporation Berhad. For the last sub-ratio, we will see on return on equity. Okay, the most important things that we need to know about this ratio is the higher the ratio means that the company is able to earn sufficient earnings for the company from the company after use its shareholder equity. Okay, based on the table, we can see that Padini have more return on equity, that is 27.28%, and Bonia Corporation Berhad only have 4.09%. We can say Padini had more satisfying return on equity, means that the company is able to use efficiently its shareholder equity.
Okay, next I will move to the strengths and weaknesses of both companies. For the first one, Bonia Corporation Berhad. Bonia Corporation Berhad is strong in their gross profit margin. A higher gross profit margin tells us that the company can make reasonable profits on their sales. For the weaknesses of Bonia Corporation Berhad, it is a less profitable firm compared to Padini Holdings BHD. This is because Bonia Corporation Berhad is less efficient in turning their inventories into sales. Next, Bonia Corporation Berhad also is less efficient in collecting their receivables and paying off suppliers, which they took a longer time in paying off suppliers and collecting receivables. Finally, Bonia is also less efficient in generating profits because they're just able to generate only low return for their company.
Okay, next let's move to the strengths and weaknesses of the Padini Holding Berhad. Okay, first, the strength of Padini Holding Berhad is they strong in their profitability. Means that the company will have more money to pay their operating expense. Next, Padini is efficient in turning their inventories to the sales. probably because of their strong sales, and also the company is efficient in manage their merchandise. So shows that the company does not overspend by buying too much inventories and waste resources on storing non-saleable inventories. Okay, next is Padini Holding Berhad is strong in their leverage, means that their debt is less relative to their assets. Generally, we can say that Padini Holding Berhad have a high probability to generate enough cash to satisfy their debt obligation. Okay, despite that, Padini Holding Berhad also have their weakness, which is they weak in gross profit margin. In essence, this tells that Padini Holding Berhad is not good in generating their strong sales price relative to their cost of goods sold.
So finally, we have come to conclusion part. So in conclusion, we will answer few questions that have been given. So the first one is, what is our opinion on the likely future general financial condition of the firms? So basically, we predict that Padini Holdings BHD will be more profitable than Bonia. This is because the Bonia Corporation Berhad was slack in managing their operating expense. Next, debt ratio for Bonia is much more higher compared to Padini Holdings. So in this case, the Bonia company may have a financial risk in the future in paying its liabilities. So the third one is because of the high debt faced by Bonia Corporation Berhad. This makes the return on the equity of the firm is lower, so this is not good. And the fourth one is Padini Holdings BHD is better than Bonia in converting its stock into cash. This means that Padini have stronger sales and Padini have a more promising financial position in the future. Bonia company less effective in managing its asset to produce greater amount of profit. So it is less efficient in converting the money used to purchase the asset into profits. And second last, earning per share of both firms show that Bonia Corporation Berhad is more convincing for the investor to invest in their company. However, as an investor, we need to reconsider the option because the firm's revenue, Bonia revenue has been declining for the past year. This means that the earning per share can be decreased too. As an alternative way, as investors, we can look at the return on capital employed of both firms. So, and it shows that Padini Holdings BHD is more favorable.
Okay, for the second question, that is, do they have the ability to further grow their firms and be more efficient in terms of generating the future return? Okay, we as a team believe that both companies have the ability to further grow their firms and be more efficient in generating their return. However, based on the performance of the company, we can see that Bonia had a challenge in re-establishing their revenue. Okay, but we believe that Bonia Corporation Berhad have the opportunities to revive back their revenue and their firm to grow back their firm if they remain vigilant on their cost management and their overall profit margin. So we can see that in the future they may be more efficient in their operations, in their management. We believe that both companies, Padini Holdings Berhad and also Bonia Corporation Berhad, able to grow their firm and able to generate return on the future prospect. For the very last question, that is, how do your team suggest to the board of directors on which firm is worth to be invested by the company? Okay, after we take all the considerations and we are confident to suggest that to the board of directors to choose Padini Holdings Berhad because for the year 2018, Padini Holdings Berhad have more convincing financial position. Okay, that's all from